What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. So I am so proud to call myself a nurse already. I am officially a licensed vocational nurse, and I passed my NCLEX with a minimum questions of 76. I'm super happy, very blessed, and I want to share with you guys some of the tips and resources that I utilized in order for me to pass with the minimum of 76 questions and what helped me. So you guys, I'm about to share with you those tips. Let's take a look. So let's start off with this book. It's like the Bible for every nursing student. At least I consider it that. It was such a big help throughout the quarters with theory. I always refer theory back to this book. You know, we practice NCLEX questions here. That helped me, you know, with my theory exams. So it goes from fundamentals, maternal, pediatrics, mental health. It has everything you need to know. So I highly suggest you utilize this. Don't just leave it sitting down on your desk. Utilize all the questions, the test taking strategies that are like in the very first portion of the book, like how to prepare for your exam. And this can help you with your theory exams too, not just the NCLEX. For the PNs on chapter 21, and it's test taking strategies. So utilize that. I also did the online version, which has all the Evolve and Saunders questions. I try to do 200 questions a day. It was a big challenge. You know, it's not easy when you want to know like your rationales. That is what kind of like makes it so long. So I try to do that. I prepared a month in advance for the NCLEX. And like you said, 200 questions every day. It was a lot of discipline, a lot of commitment, but that helped me a lot. It helped me in terms of practicing the question styles, you know. Obviously, it's not giving you the answers for the exam, but it's helping you break the questions up. Or like if you come across a questions that was similar to what you've been practicing, you'll be able to break it down and say, you know what, this is the answer. So this book was my go-to. Honestly, 10/10. I totally recommend you utilizing this. If you don't have it, just go ahead and purchase it off of Amazon. I think they have it for like 30 bucks. But this was everything. I also utilized a lot of my YouTube resources. I went from like 𝐎𝐅𝐅𝐈𝐂𝐋, Archer Reviews, Nurse RN, Simple Nursing. I'm sure you guys have heard of all those, but the ones that really helped me were the 𝐎𝐅𝐼𝐂𝐋. And these videos were like super long. They were like 9 hours long each. There was like 2 of them, but the Archer were also like 2 to 4 hours each. It pretty much went over everything. It highlighted the main points of what the NCLEX was most likely to ask you, like the pH, acid and base balances, a lot of like hypovolemic shocks. What do you do? A lot of fundamentals consisted of like the UIP delegations, or what is it your job as an LVN to do? What are you assigned to do? What's it allowed to do? Pretty much also like priority questions. You know, what's your priority? What is the most important, most essential? And make sure you are on the lookout for those words, those key points. And one of the Archer videos, if I remember, has like a section where it has test taking strategies, and it shows you how to look out for those cues, you know, like the priority or the most important. And for fundamentals, like I said, it was a lot of delegation, unstable versus stable, use your ABCs, Maslow's hierarchy, and also one of the big ones that I pretty much focused a lot on was pharmacology. And these are my notes for pharmacology. I would do so many questions a day and just, you know, write down the medication and kind of like a side rationale to pretty much understand it. Although I did not have a lot of pharmacology questions for the NCLEX, it was mostly select all that apply. Yeah, those questions were something else. And a lot of, like I said, priority questions. So, but make sure you brush off on pharmacology. Make sure you utilize all your resources in order for you to know how to break it down. There's too many meds for you to learn. But if you know how to break down the med, for example, like benzo, you know, it's a PAM and LAM. So if you see, you know, diazepam, well, you know, it falls under a benzo. What is the action with that medication? Same for a proton pump inhibitor or a beta blocker. So you would know calcium channel blockers. And 𝐎𝐅_𝐅 also has amazing reviews for those medications and pharmacology in general. So go ahead and utilize those. I will post a picture with their YouTube name so you can go ahead and search them up and utilize those resources. I also am a very big fan of Etsy. So I printed out a few PDFs with electrolytes. So it pretty much shows you all the electrolytes. It shows you calcium, potassium, phosphorus, and it shows you like the food sources, hypercalcemia, what's the cause, what's the treatment. This little PDF file is very popular on Etsy, so I'm pretty sure you'll find it pretty easily. Just go ahead and put electrolytes cheat sheet and you would have it there. So that is pretty much what I did. And like I said, I pretty much scheduled my exam a month later after my date of graduation. And, you know, 2 days before graduating, we took like ATI. So it was kind of like all fresh up in my memory because I also studied very intense for my ATI. And I can honestly say ATI was so much harder than the NCLEX. So if you took down ATI, you will for sure knock the NCLEX out of the way. But I wanted to take the time and, you know, give you guys some of this NCLEX tips content. Focus on your strategies. I cannot stress this enough. The NCLEX is all about strategies. Select all that apply, priority questions, safety, you know, therapeutic communication. That was such a big portion of the test taking strategies video that I watched. Was therapeutic communication. Make sure you understand hallucinations versus delusions and illusions and things like that. Like I said, you're not going to know everything, but if you're able to learn those test taking strategies and how to break down a question, select all that apply questions, make sure you go with true or false, you know, that is what's going to help you. When I got to my 76th question, I was like, okay, what happened to my monitor? This was my very first time taking the NCLEX. So I was like, what just happened? You know, did this just shut off? And did I finish? Did I pass? Did I not? And obviously you had to wait for your results. So that was pretty stressful. My anxiety was up the roof, but then, you know, when you work hard, you just know it. Your heart knows it. You work hard and, you know, you get the reward that you are working hard for. So for me, thank the Lord, I'm officially a licensed vocational nurse. In a month or so, we start the ARM program and I'm super excited for that. So, you know, I just wanted to share with you guys, like I said, some of the tips that I did. Make sure you get enough rest. I honestly could not sleep. My exam was scheduled at 8 in the morning and that was just not okay. I did not sleep at all at night. I did take a shower in the morning, like at 6, ate some granolas. Sorry. Ate like granola bars, drank my coffee, and I took off. The location was like 20-30 minutes away, so I took off like 30 minutes before the set time that I wanted to leave to make sure I had enough time to just sit in my car, cry if I needed to, pray, listen to my favorite motivational song. In that, my favorite song to hype me up is Roar from Katy Perry. So that's what helped me. And guys, you all have worked so hard for this moment that it's one day that you take your NCLEX does not define failure. So you're going to go, and everything you've done in nursing school, and like I said, you go there for one reason, that is to pass your NCLEX. So believe in yourself and all your hard work, and just go and kill it. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching and subscribing to this channel, to this platform, and to motivating others and helping as much as I can with, you know, my journey and helping you guys with yours. So stay tuned for more.